All right, so you guys have pissed off the right people, right? North and South Carolina Highway Patrol are done playing with you guys. South Carolina is now replacing their Dodge Charger 5.7 liter all-wheel drive Hemis with, listen, new Ford Mustang 5.0's. They're getting rid of the old, heavy 375 horsepower Dodge Charger all-wheel drive Hemi and replacing it with the lighter, faster, more powerful Ford Mustang 5.0. That's South Carolina. North Carolina has recently doubled down on the Dodge Charger. They've now got what they called Ghost Patrol cars, which basically means all-wheel 5.7 liter Hemi Dodge Chargers that during the daytime, it's all blacked out and you can't even tell it's a state trooper. At nighttime, however, it glows in the dark. So they can sneak right up on you and you wouldn't even know it. So between running you down in 5.0 liter Ford Mustangs and sneaking up on you in 5.7 liter Dodge Charger Hemis, North and South Carolina, they're not playing with you. They're done messing with you scats. Let's talk about it. What's up, guys? It's your boy Knockout 360 here with another video, man. So if you can tell, I'm in a car that makes this a car vlog. You don't know what's going down when I come around. Let's get into it. I've got car content, car shows, car reviews, car meets, anything and everything car related happens on this channel. So if you're into that, make sure that you stick around because you are in the right place. For everyone else, hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so that you know what's coming out and when it's coming out. So boom, South Carolina Highway Patrol. Let's start there, right? South Carolina Highway Patrol, similar to North Carolina Highway Patrol, has always had the 5.7 liter Dodge Charger Hemis, all-wheel drive joints, right? If you're ever in South Carolina, like if you're in North Carolina and you're driving to South Carolina, you take 77 all the way to South Carolina, like say you're going to Columbia. You take 77, which is a straight shot. For all my North and South Carolina people, you know what I'm talking about. You will see those silver with the blue graphic Dodge Charger 5.7 liter Hemi sitting in the middle of the road. Those things will go get you and they will chase you. South Carolina state troopers do not play. My entire life, as long as I've been driving, I've always been told when you go to South Carolina, especially with the North Carolina plate on your car, you really need to chill because I've always been told that they don't like North Carolinians in South Carolina and they will chase you all damn day long until the wheels fall off of their car. Similar to North Carolina state troopers, but I've heard South Carolina is a little more savage. Like the state troopers there don't play. When you get pulled over in South Carolina, there is no if. You're getting a ticket. My ex-girlfriend years ago, she got pulled over doing 20 over on 77 going to South Carolina, and they hit her with a $355 ticket. She was driving a Honda Accord, like a small ass Honda Accord on her way to USC, University of South Carolina, and they hit her with a $355 ticket. They don't play in South Carolina, but apparently they're done playing with the scats. And well, I say scats because, you know, they really can't do anything with anything above that. They're done playing with you other Mustang guys. They're done playing with scats. They're done playing with SS Camaros. If you guys are even still around, I don't know if Camaro still exists, but they're done playing with you. They're replacing their entire fleet of Dodge Charger 5.7 liters with new Ford Mustangs. Now, if you're familiar with that, let's go back. Back in the day in South Carolina, they used to have the Chevy Camaros, not the Camaros. Well, they used to have the Camaros, but they also used to have the Chevy Corvettes. Way back in the day, this is like in the late 90s, if I'm not mistaken. They used to have the Chevy Corvettes, and then they moved to the Chevy Camaro, and then they eventually, everybody went to Dodge, which makes sense because Dodge Charger is bigger, it's 4-door, and it's got that 5.7 liter Hemi, and it comes in an all-wheel drive platform, which none of those cars prior to came in that platform. So the Dodge Charger was the most ideal platform for a state trooper. I mean, not only could you go after somebody because you got 375 horsepower all-wheel drive V8, but when you catch them, you can throw their ass in the back seat and take them to jail. With the Camaro and the Corvette, you couldn't do that because obviously those cars are 2-door. South Carolina Highway Patrol is going back to that platform with the 2-door Mustang. So now when they catch you, they can just catch you and then they'll have another patrol car pull up and take your ass to jail. They just dropped a new YouTube video. Like, this is how serious South Carolina is with their new Mustangs, right? The title of this video, The Mustangs Are Coming. South Carolina Department of Public Safety. Let's see what they got here. Yeah, silver. Look at the lights in the grill. Lights up in the front windshield. GT, so it's a 5.0. Lights in the back. It's got that South Carolina emblem and the stripe on the side of it. You can see that exhaust just sitting there breathing, so you know it's a 5.0. Lights on the side. That looks like a, what, a 20, that looks like a 2020, 2021, 2022 Ford Mustang, Department of Public Safety, South Carolina. So they're not playing with you. They're taking things to a whole nother level. It's one of those things where I think that, you know, they've just been getting pushed to the limit, and the 5.7 liter Hemi platform just isn't working. Not to mention, you guys know, like I know, a year from now, the 5.7 liter Hemi won't exist anymore. So, I mean, all departments will kind of have to make that switch at some point anyway. And I think South Carolina is just getting ahead of that. But even more so, you know, the Mustang, let's just be honest here, on paper, stock to stock, I think the 5.0 will give the 5.7 a run for its money. Now, all-wheel drive 5.7 is a little different just because you're going to get off the line a lot quicker than a 5.0. But, I mean, the Mustang is lighter. On paper, it's got more horsepower. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong here, but the Mustang is looking at what? The 2023 Mustang GT Fastback, which may be completely different from what South Carolina has, but I'm pretty sure it's the same. 5.0 liter V8 engine with up to 450 horsepower. So, I mean, that's more than any 5.7 Hemi. 5.7 Hemi is what, 375, 378? And it's all-wheel drive, and it's bigger and all that good stuff. Now, of course, their Mustang's going to have a bunch of equipment in it, you know, a bunch of equipment in the trunk. It would suck to be a state trooper sitting in a Ford Mustang, because if you've ever sat in those cars, not to say that they're necessarily cramped, but it's like, if you've ever sat in a state trooper, they've got their big 15-inch laptop that's sitting there. They've got all of their gadgets and gadgets in the center console, and they got a whole bunch of stuff that's right there. So I can only imagine sitting there typing and all that stuff, whereas in a Charger, you can be comfortable. But, I mean, you're sitting in something that's essentially faster. But, of course, you're giving up the back row seats, so you won't be able to chase them down and take them to jail. You have to have somebody else do that. But, so, yeah, that's South Carolina. South Carolina's not playing. Silver with the blue on the emblem on the side, 5.0's, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you see it, I mean, you know, if you're driving a Scat, you know, proceed at your own you know, at your own cost, at your own discretion. Good luck with that. If you drive a Cat, obviously, you know, I'm not going to say it on the channel, but you're driving a Cat. Nobody can stop you. But yeah, Mustang 5.0s are coming to South Carolina. North Carolina, however, and this is actually a while back. One particular source said that this was recent. This is not true at all. But North Carolina is implementing what they're calling a Ghost Patrol car, which is basically a blacked out Dodge Charger all-wheel drive 5.7 liter. And the purpose for that is during the daytime, it's all black. So if you're familiar with state troopers in North Carolina, it's silver with the black emblem on the side. Obviously, it says North Carolina Highway Patrol and North Carolina State Trooper. It actually just says State Trooper up front. You know it's a state trooper a mile away. Like if you see a silver Hemi Charger in North Carolina, you really need to chill out and find out whether or not that's a state trooper or just another Charger. At least I do. Whenever I see a Hemi silver Charger, I chill until I find out what it is, and then on about my day. But now they're creating what they call the Ghost Patrol car, which is a blacked out Hemi, right? And it says State Trooper on the side, but apparently the graphics or the wrap is in such a way that it's hard to tell during the day. But at nighttime, however, is when it comes alive, because apparently when you hit it with your headlights at nighttime, it glows in the dark, similar to a cyclist on the side of the road, and you hit that little that light or that lamp or whatever the case may be, the reflective lamp that they have on the back of their bikes. That's exactly what it's going to look like when you hit the state trooper with your headlights. It's going to look like a reflective glow in the dark emblem on the side of their car, or wrap on the side of their car. And obviously they're doing that so that they can sneak up on your ass and catch you slipping. Nighttime, you playing around, you being stupid, you look in your rearview mirror, you see a Charger, or you think you're about to line up. Little do you know, it's a state trooper. You know what I'm saying? And it's too late, and that's your ass. And actually, they entered their state trooper in the best looking cruiser contest. They got a new Dodge Charger and newest helicopters too. So they're going to get your ass one way or another, whether with the Charger Ghost car or the helicopters that, you know, just came to the force. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, this is an older article here. So they've had these cars in rotation, but I've never seen them personally in real life. But I did think that was interesting that South Carolina moved away from the Hemi Charger platform, but it makes perfect sense. I mean, number one, the Mustang in theory should be faster with 450 horsepower, I'm assuming, with the 5.0. Should be a lighter platform, so it should get up and go a little bit quicker than the 5.7. And like I said, and like you all know, this time next year, these cars won't exist. So a lot of these departments are going to have to start switching. All of these departments, now that I think about it, like they're going to have to, this is going to